Okay, I'm just gonna record the second half because I can hear like an echo in the video that I did uh, for this document. So I'm just gonna go over the other half. Uh, Toilet paper. Uh, it's only, don't throw anything else in the toilet. Only toilet paper, okay? Because unclogging the sewage cost about, well, that's, 350 pre-pandemic, was right now it should be like $500 if we have to unclog the toilet. Keep your phone to a minimum. Uh, you're allowed to check, messages and stuff like that. You can use your phone, but then don't use, a headset or, AirPods or earbuds or anything that is gonna distract you. Like, so you can use like an, earbud if you leave at least one of your ears uncovered. Okay, so you gotta pay attention to what's going on around you, because if there's a dog fight or anything happens, you gotta be aware of it. Okay, you have to use your complete uniform. We don't use uniforms, but then basically what I'm trying to say here is that if you work reception, just be presentable for working reception. No leggings or shorts or anything like that. When people call to make appointments, you gotta make sure that you answer and you say the location they're calling, to. If it's on the west side, any of the two locations on the west side or the east side, you gotta make sure they know where they're making their appointment. So to avoid making appointments at the wrong location, okay? You gotta learn how to make dip for ticks and fleas. You gotta learn how to make mop rinse. And you gotta learn how to we make our own shampoo, so you gotta learn how to do that, okay? If you work reception, you gotta learn, because maybe one day you're gonna have to do it, okay? Special shampoos, don't use the large pumps. We have these kind of pumps that come in the soap, the dish soap that we use. These are large pumps. The pumps that we mean here is the small pumps that we use on the gallons of shampoo, and every 10 pumps is an ounce. 10 pumps with this pump, with the big one, is, I don't know, half a gallon. I don't know. It's a lot. So make sure you're using the small pumps, and then when you dispose of a gallon that is empty, you remove it and you put it on the new gallon of the special shampoo. Okay, because the special shampoo, the gallons are like, $50 to $60. They're really expensive, so you don't ever hand it out to the groomer when customers request a special shampoo. You actually measure it up and you give the measure in that Ziploc bag to the groomer. Don't ever hand out the special shampoo to the groomer, because they're gonna use it all. Okay, and then it's expensive. And then we keep our prices very competitive to like the rest of the grooming places around us. So we try to balance it out by offering the toothbrush and by also asking the customer if they want to leave a tip for the groomer. Okay, so the toothbrush, the way you sell it is you ask them if it's already on the instructions and they've done it before, you just repeat it back to them, including the description of the grooming with the toothbrush. You want to do the same thing? They say yes, you do the toothbrush. And then if they haven't done the toothbrush or you're offering it for the first time, you tell them like this. Okay, so you want to do whatever grooming, you want to do the toothbrush. Before they answer, you say it's only $5.50 if you want us to do it, and it includes the mouth rinse and the toothpaste, and it's really good. 99% of the times they're gonna say yes, okay? Because remember, the toothbrush pays your commission as well, okay? And then it's only fair that we ask for a tip for the groomer, because we're trying to bring the price, to make the price more balanced, to bring it up a little bit. But we also have a 2% extra on all credit cards. We don't accept American Express, and then there is no extra charge for debit or for credit. Don't leave anything heavy up on top wall or a kennel. Something heavy can fatally injure a dog if it falls down. Don't ever give out my name or phone number to people calling and asking for me. I don't care if it's a customer or a telemarketer, anybody. You take a message and then you get a phone number to call them. So, and then you give me that information and I'll give him a call, okay? I want you to pay special attention to picking up the trash and the poop. It's in your checklist. You gotta make sure that the parking lot, the back alley, whatever it is always clean. There's no poop in the parking lot, because the neighbors and the landlord complain, and we get complaints from them for leaving poop in the parking lot. If you take a dog out like to the parking lot, helping out a customer, and the dog poops, whatever it is, Dog pooping in the parking lot, pick it up. It's our responsibility, okay? Groomers cannot get money for grooming from a customer directly, other than cash tips and the cash for the nails, okay? They cannot make, the customers cannot come to the groomers for service without passing for the reception, okay? Don't be late. This is something that I want to tell you, don't be late, don't be late. Anticipate to your schedule, leave early, set up an alarm, give yourself at least 10 more minutes to commute to work, especially during the holidays. Is of the essence that you be on time all the time. Please understand the position and pressure that you put your coworkers and management when you leave them short-staffed, even if it's for a few minutes. We went over this before many times. I'm always going to tell you, don't be late. It's cost us money. When you're late, we're more at risk of making mistakes, okay? So please don't be late. Use the Waze app to get here. Different, it's going to show you different routes. If there's an accident, whatever it is, so okay? So before heading to work, set up the Waze app. Only working personnel at the reception is allowed at the reception. No other personnel, no visitors, no friends, no family, etc. Okay, so it's only you working the reception. So no groomers, no bathers, the reception has to be only for the receptionist. Always find out who's a regular groomer for every single customer coming in. So you gotta make sure that whenever making an appointment, the customer is coming to the regular groomer. Okay, so you check the history. Sometimes the customers don't know, and sometimes they say they don't care, but they do care. So you make sure you assign the customer to the regular groomer. Okay, that's one thing that you gotta pay attention to. Never first time people, first timers, people coming in for the first time, to come in without an appointment. Always recommend them to come in with an appointment, okay? Always tell them they get 15% off for being the first time. Remember, not on bath and brush, only if it's full grooming. Never commit to time and never commit to a price over the phone, because we don't know. We have to see the dog first. You can give them an estimate on the time, and you can give them an estimate on the price, but then remember that we don't commit to that, okay? You explain that to them, that you can give them only estimates. If anybody calls about a warranty, we have a 24-hour warranty for any grooming, and then you gotta make sure that you said that redo or rework with the same groomer if it's just simple stuff. If they want to come in with a different groomer, you gotta let me know, because I gotta make arrangements, okay? Because I gotta pay both. Most of the times I gotta pay both groomers. If the customer doesn't want to come in with the same groomer, then you ask them why. You get all the information and you let me know. We'll figure it out, and then we'll call them back, okay? All appointments who don't show up, they get a courtesy call. That means that if you have an appointment, you're expecting an appointment at 8 o'clock, let's say it's 8 o'clock in the morning, it's 8:15, 8:20, they hasn't shown up. So they get a courtesy call. It says, hi, this is Saj from Julian's Pet Grooming. Just a friendly reminder, you had an appointment this morning. Do you still want to come in, or you want to reschedule for a different day? Same thing if you have to leave a voicemail, okay? Always turn the water off on the bathtubs. Basically anything that is pressurized, like a hose, turn the water off. Don't leave the pressure inside the hose overnight, okay? Because it has happened before. Hoses, they burst during the night. They make a mess with, water everywhere. So make sure you always turn off the water. Learn to set up the cameras on the smartphone. We have our website, Julian's Doggy Daycare, and remember the cameras are for boarding and daycare, not for grooming. So you don't set up cameras for grooming. There is no video for people to watch for grooming unless they want to sit down and watch from the reception, if they want to do that. Otherwise, we don't set up cameras for grooming. People leaving their boarding, the dogs in boarding or daycare, these are the instructions on our website. Make sure you understand how to set it up for them, okay? Because then when they come in to drop off, they're going to ask you, so you got to get their phone, and you got to make sure you understand how to set up the cameras for them, okay? Special instructions for the groomers have to be highlighted. So you print out the ticket, and let's say the customer says very specifically something like, don't cut the eyelashes on the dog, don't cut this, don't cut the top, whatever it is. You write it down in the computer, you print out the ticket, you highlight it with a marker, you go back to the groomer and say, here's your ticket, make sure you don't cut the eyelashes, Okay, you gotta make sure that you tell the groomer, okay? Otherwise, it's your responsibility if they make a mistake. Okay? Learn how to use the second line on the phone. You gotta understand that our business comes through the phone. So you gotta know how to go from one call to another and how to put them on hold, okay? Never force the grooming. Like if the dog is not letting the groomer, do the grooming, don't force it, okay? Because it's better to have a happy customer. They can come back on a different day. Maybe the dog is not feeling it that day, and we need to do it again. I'm sorry, you're gonna hear the dryers right now. It's right here. I'm almost done with this. So you gotta understand that 99% of our business comes through the phone. So you gotta answer the phone. Please, 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 always answer the phone. Your check and everybody's check come by answering the phone. Okay? Email address and phone numbers for text messages, especially for people buying the VCC, write it down. Okay? Make sure that you hand out the slips for people leaving reviews. That's very important. They gotta understand they're helping us. So you ask it as a personal favor. Can you please help me, help our business by leaving a review? And you give them one of those slips where it has the QR and how to leave a review. Okay? Pay attention to our Facebook page, especially when we're running ads, to answer Facebook messages and comments. Okay? Make sure that you mark your bills. We have a marker for bills. Don't accept bills without marking it, especially if it's the old bills that they don't have the hologram, like the new ones with the 100 bill. Make sure you mark it. Make sure it's not a fake one. Okay? It has happened before. Please remember to call if you're sick and you need to go to the doctor. We need a doctor's note. The other thing, if you're sick, doesn't mean that you're not responsible for your shift. You still have to find somebody to cover up for you. Okay? I don't care if it's in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. in the morning. Call me. Let me know that you're sick. Don't wait until 7 a.m. to let me know you're sick. We can still find somebody early morning to come and cover your shift. It's still your responsibility. If you don't show up and you don't call, you're automatically terminated. And then please get into the habit of saving your files every time you make a change. Control S, Control S. Your boarding file, Control S. Your daily form, Control S. Every time you make a change, make sure you save that change. Okay? I'm sorry about the other video. I'm re-recording this video because the second half of the other video had an echo and it's really hard to understand. I hope this one is better. Okay? That's it. Thank you for listening. Okay. Any questions? Let me know.